Hi everybody, welcome to Megan Sullivan Art. Here today to run you through a farm, country, chook cooking kind of a journal. This one has been made for my sister-in-law and it's took me 3 years to get to finishing it, and I had heaps of stuff collated for it and it was all sitting there ready to go. I just needed really to assemble it, and so this is the finished creation. So there are Dutch elements that you'll see. This beautiful little necklace pendant here. Her husband is Dutch, has Dutch heritage, and a couple of years ago or so when we were in Adelaide visiting them, she gave me a Dutch a paper bag, which a lot of things that you purchase in Holland come in these paper bags, and some different wrapping paper and things like that. So I've added those into the journal as I'll show you. And then since agreeing to make the journal for her, these are some things I've found secondhand in Alice. So this beautiful ceramic brooch there. This was a necklace pendant which has got a tiny little windmill on there, which is beautiful. And then I found a book on Holland which was all in Dutch, and so I've taken some images from that as well to use throughout the journal. This cover was actually a table runner, and this is only like a half of it, and just perfect. And she loves chooks, so in particular I've left the rooster on the front cover, and he also appears on the inside. I had some tablecloths that were given to me for journal making purposes, and I've used offcuts of that through the journal as well as collage pieces, and then I did a leaf stitch and a straight stitch all the way down there to turn that into a tie. The inside of the journal is just essentially the table runner itself, and then I have glued on this beautiful orange vintage doily that I got, and it was that colour when I purchased it, and there's 3 signatures and 428 pages altogether. In the back here was a piece of embroidered linen which I think came from a pillowcase, a small pillowcase. And of course the chooks and the rooster and everything was just gorgeous. And then on the back panel is another big beautiful doily. In the back pocket here I've kept some pages from a chicken book about the Dutch breeds of chickens, and that's I haven't backed it or anything like that. There is a little teaspoon that I found as well, which I haven't polished, but it has a little cuckoo clock, and the little pulleys do actually work, and so I just included that. And there is a book plate here, Ex Libris stick-on book plate, so I've left that for her to choose if she wants to use it or where she wants to put it. Now from memory I'll have to just try and remember what digitals I use, but this is Ethels Farm digital kit, which is by nevermorecreations17.com. And yeah, so I've used this particular digital kit. I haven't dyed the papers or anything like that. This is avocado dye. There's another piece of that embroidery there. I've just done some little snippets with some suede feeling kind of fabric and a few printed images and magazine images, etc. This was some of the wrapping paper my sister-in-law had given me. This was just off of the public domain, I think. I've added in, I'm not sure, looks like it's come from a book page, family photo, and I've used all book end papers where I can. Holland, I've just done a bit of a leaf stitch there. That's like a marbled looking paper. And then I found, these were new at Kmart, I think, just big recipe sheets. Serves, prep time, ingredients, method and notes. So I've included 2 of those in each of the signatures. This was like a gift ideas book. Some avocado dyed paper, some chili fabric, which was a skirt. Some recipe cards. That's the digital. This is a book called, I think, Red Hen or something, Little Red Hen. So that features all the way through the book. This is elephant poo paper, which comes from, I think it's Indonesia or Thailand somewhere. This is like a strawberry print fabric. That's one of the digital pages. Just some layering up with some old atlas there, some of the check paper, a check fabric, sorry, from the tablecloths, and a digital piece. Book on chooks. Nat Williams, who's a journal maker in Adelaide, she happened to come across this map on Holland in a second-hand shop. And when I saw that, I went, oh my God, please, I need it for this journal. So I've actually cut the whole map down, and each of the signatures features a portion of the map. And it's quite old. I don't know if it goes back to the 1960s, but yeah. Coffee dyed paper, digital. This is the paper bag. So I've just opened up the paper bag, and each signature has a couple of pieces for writing on. More chooks, more chilies, digital there. This is from, I think it's called Sassafras and Treacle, I think is the Etsy shop name. And that's one of her digitals. It was a kit, and that's Rick dyed paper with some metallic ink. This is one of the images from that book page on the book on Holland. Digital. Really old cookbook, beautiful aged papers. Probably goes back to the 50s or 60s. There's another cluster, coffee dyed, little journaling card there. This is about from the 1950s cookbook page. This was just a vintage page out of a cookbook. It's blank on the other side, so good for writing recipes down on. Centre page, avocado dyed. This is just a blank greeting card, and I just like the fact that it sort of represents the Aussie bush. It's done by one of the foot and mouth painters, I believe, too. Bookend paper, another collage there. Coffee dyed. Recipe card. I think each signature's got two of those as well. A belly band here. This was from the gift birthday book. Just to cut an image out. This is just a vintage image I found online. This was from a book. Just a fabric strip sewn across there. The other side of the map of Holland. So that opens out 3. Another cluster. And this has got chooks, chicks and cows on it, that paper. Book page. Really old lined paper that I've picked up from somewhere. Another cluster there. The Little Red Hen, there's the cover of the book, so I've kept that as well, and that's been backed with paper for writing on. This is really cute. There's a chook under there, a red hen. And then just some produce on the other side. Really nice illustrations in that book. So this is still Nevermore Creations, Ethels Farm. Cauliflower there. Another part of the bag, because it was quite a big paper bag, so I was able to utilise it all. Another belly band, that's just from a book, an image. I think, I can't remember if it was from a book or a magazine. There's a chook, cocoa advert. So lots of writing space in this one, because the aim was for her to write you know, recipes and things down in. Gazpacho. This is an actual recipe card for spicy apple chutney. Another cluster. Another Holland map that opens out. Paper bag again, so a piece of the paper bag. A tuck spot in there, which has got another recipe sheet and a vintage inspired image. This is just a blank card, little note card with an envelope. Another recipe card, and that's double-sided, the recipe cards too. Cluster. Another one of those greeting cards. Vintage book page. on cooking and things. Centre of the second signature, and it's been 5-hole pamphlet stitched with wax linen, and it was a bit tricky, I must admit, doing a soft cover. This is from a book, I don't know if it was a book page or a book cover, but anyway, I've saved it and backed it with some of the elephant paper, and I've inked up the edge, so it's another big writing space. Chicken backs, this is a fabric flip up. Another journal recipe card, another cluster. A coffee cup from Muffin Break. I've saved the outer. I've got another recipe sheet in there, and another replica of a vintage advertisement. The other final piece, oh no, we're not at the final piece, but the other portion of the Holland map. Journal card, just sewn across that fabric. I've got lots of kids books with chickens and things like that, farm themed books, so they'll feature in some of the other farm journals that I'm going to do. A few little golden books that are really cute. On to the third and final signature, another snippet of that embroidery pocket. This is the other type of wrapping paper I was given by my sister-in-law. So I've used all of that up. Another book page from a vintage cookbook, that's blank. Avocado dyed lined paper. This was just an offcut out of a book that I've just saved. Pomegranates. More chookies. We've got a vintage copy of a vintage advertisement there. Another one of those recipe sheets. And we've got a magazine image of some chooks or rooster. So I put into that little tuck spot there. Eggs, rooster and a bee. Just some carrots put down there. The final portion, I think, of the map. So I hope they have fun looking at that, because I do believe that they've both been to Holland, and actually his surname is Holland. That's their surname. That's a nice cluster there. Paper bag. And this is another digital that I've sewn up and backed with some elephant paper. Belly band, again from that gift and birthday book. A journal card there, and another piece, another image from that book on Holland, onto book end paper. That's backed onto the orange paper that's been sprayed with gold. Centre. So it's very much open for decoration should you wish to do it, or just right away. Beautiful card with a girl holding a duck. Yeah, because my sister-in-law does love to cook and entertain, and her youngest son is actually a chef, or training to be a chef. So yeah, I'm sure she'll fill it up with lots of family recipes. And there's another portion of the book on Holland, one of the windmills. So yes, I'm sure she will fill it up with lots of recipes. The final map page. Super cool. So thank you for getting that to me, Nat. I think they'll absolutely love it. And so this digital kit, Ethels Farm, this is Ethel. So it was actually designed purposely for a lady's in memory of her grandmother. And so this is actually Ethel, who the kit was designed to memorise her life. Or memorialise, rather, her life. Such cute illustrations. Wrapping paper. And the end. So there you go. So to close the journal, signatures go that way. This folds over. And that folds over. And then it just wraps around essentially. I put that under the button, do one more wrap, and then just fold that under a couple of times. So it's got lots of expansion room. So there you go. 428 pages of chunkiness, billowiness. Excellent. Thank you for watching. Cheers.